Hello and welcome to Call Me Oz Live. It is that awesome hump day of the week once again. Like I said this morning, happy hump day to y'all. Want to thank everybody for joining the show tonight and all of you that watch it later. We do have a very full show for you tonight. We're going to try and get this done in less than an hour, but we'll see how that goes. So anyway, last week I had an easy week. I was only at 11 venues last week. This next upcoming week is even easier. I'm only at 6 venues for the week. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Also, we're going to show you a couple of cool things on the website. Because of my special guest tonight, we are actually going to feature the Magic Show page, if you can imagine that. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about the karaoke homepage and how that actually works. We're actually going to go through the entire thing, show you all the buttons, the busy venues, getting around Call Me Oz. That's what that karaoke homepage is actually all about. Also, then we're going to talk about the events that we've got going on, where you can go to have some Friday night family-friendly karaoke, $5 beers, $5 pizzas. Also, a Los Lunas venue is adding Tuesday nights, a business-to-business networking event going on this spring, a karaoke competition going on in Los Lunas, a star coming to Apocalypse Karaoke, and Buck D at the Posh downtown. Our topic tonight, what to expect in the 2019 Karaoke Showcase season. And my special guest tonight is the one and only Illusionist, Mindbender, Jordan Jonas. You're going to love this guy. I promise you that. First time I saw him, he blew my mind. Our latest sponsors, and you're going to find out why the dinosaur crossed the road. All of that and more. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back here to Call Me Oz Live. Here by my side, I've got Jordan Jonas. Say hello.
Hi, Oz. Thank you for having me here tonight.
Well,
Appreciate it.
coming.
And thank you guys for watching me.
It is an honor to have Jordan on the show. We're going to talk more about him later on in the show. But in the meantime, we're going to go through what's going on in the world of Albuquerque and events and entertainment and crazy stuff. Do you do any karaoke?
I have not tried at all, but if I did, it would be a disaster probably. So, but that's the point of karaoke anyway. It's
exactly.
You're all failing together.
I like that. I like that. And besides,
Yeah.
if you were a professional singer, you wouldn't be doing
You wouldn't
karaoke
be doing
anyway,
karaoke.
right?
It's about having a good time. That's
It
all
is.
that matters.
It is. It is. I would like to see you on stage, maybe doing the Scorpions. Or
I could, or the Cure, probably the Cure.
oh, the Cure would be
Yeah.
epic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
So
The
maybe
Cure.
one. We'll try. I'll give it a try. One.
Please do.
one
Just
time.
just come to one of the venues with me one of these
It
times.
may be very fruitful.
Yeah.
It may be my new career. I'll just give up magic and do karaoke full time.
No, don't do that. We need you in the magic world, okay? So let me go through really quick where I've been. So last week, Thursday night was a wicked killer for me. I don't even know who made up this schedule for me, but whoever it is, they should be fired. Started at Mariscos Altamar in Los Lunas with Alan from Rhythm Express. They do karaoke every Thursday from 6 to 10. Went to Ribs with Randy from Jam Sessions. They do karaoke every Thursday from 7 to 11. And by the way, starting next week, they're adding Tuesdays. So they will be on Tuesdays. They were going to drop Thursdays, but guess what? They decided because they're so busy on Thursdays, they're going to do karaoke on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Go figure that. So there's a good place for you to go.
Okay.
All right. Then I went to Hub City Brew Pub down in Belen with KJ Danielson. They do karaoke from Thursdays from 7 to 11. Then I went to Twist downtown with Drastic. They do karaoke from 9 to 1:30. Then I ended my night at Zulo's downtown with Benet. So, yeah, a wicked Thursday. Like I said, I don't know who set up that schedule, but they should be fired. So I guess I'm fired myself. Yeah. Friday, I stopped in to the German Club with Karaoke Joe. They do karaoke on the first Friday of every month. Then I went to Back Alley Draft House to find out what was going on. They have no karaoke at this time. Then I went to Lucky 66 Bowl with Puddles. They do it on Thursday, Friday, Saturday from 9 to 1. Fiesta's Cantina with Drastic. They do it Friday, Saturdays from 9 to 1. And then last night I was at the Downs with Seth from Camo. And then I went to Sidewinders with Drastic. And they do karaoke at Sidewinders Tuesdays from 9 to 1. Then tonight, when I'm all done here, headed down to Los Lunas. And I want to say hello to, let's say hello to David and Michelle and Renee. Thank you for joining us guys tonight. So when I leave here, as long as Jordan doesn't make me disappear, I'm going to go to Camino Real.
That was the plan. I'm sorry.
Hey, you mean I actually jumped the gun?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to Camino Real with Danielson. By the way, they have started their competition. It's a 14-week competition. They started last Saturday. It's every Saturday that they do this. I don't know the details because I didn't put this together, but Danielson has been doing this competition for like 3 years now. So anyway, just go to, you can go to Daniel Jaramillo's page and find out more information about it. Then I'm going to go to Isleta Casino with Drastic for about an hour, and then I'm headed home. Next week, or actually this Friday, I'll be at Red Velvet Underground with Kamikaze from... they do karaoke from 7 to 11. And they do karaoke every Friday from 7 to 11. This would be a cool place for you to go, Joan. Every Friday from 7 to 11, they do karaoke. The atmosphere is really epic. It's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's very gothic.
I don't know. I don't resemble that remark. I don't at all. I don't know what that is.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you should go there so that you could find out what Gothic is all about.
Yeah, I need to know. I
Yes.
need to know my roots.
Yes,
Or
yes,
something, I
right?
guess.
You could go in there, and they would probably lose you in the place.
Right.
You would look like half the stuff in there.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it's an awesome place for karaoke, and it's family friendly. And they have a special karaoke menu that starts at $5, and they have $4 beer specials. So, yeah, so it's pretty awesome.
Cool.
And then I'm going to run over to Silver Lanes. Anyways, the KJ there is from Shift Change. That's really the only reason I go. And then I'm going to hit up Lazy Lizard with Tommy Hurricane next Wednesday. And I haven't decided about Valentine's Day yet. I'm supposed to go to 2 venues, but I may not. Only because steak and crab sounds a lot better to me. So,
That sounds good right now.
right? It would be amazing steak and king crab. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. So we're going to jump over to the website. And while we're showing the website, we are like these little itty bitty people down here looking at the website. Do you see the website behind us? So on the website, the first thing I want to do, because Jordan is here and he is an amazing magician and mind bender, we're going to go over here to this little button that says Magic Shows. And if you click on that, this is a brand new page. It's new. We're still working on it. We're still trying to find venues that do magic on a regular basis. Are there any?
That's the difficult part, especially here. There used to be one. There was a magic shop over in Nob Hill that used to have magic shows on the weekends, and I think during the week as well, but they recently went out of business. And a few of my buddies have been trying to, we've been pitching around ideas to have a space where magicians can go to perform.
Yeah.
But right now it's pretty much every man for himself, and we're trying to find, good
Trying to find a
venues to perform in.
We might have an idea for you, actually. We will go over that in a little bit.
All right.
So what we'll do on this page, this will be very similar to the other pages that we've developed, is that these are enhanced listings. So like whenever we can start finding venues that are going to do it on a regular basis, we will put their information in here. By the same token, like you as a magician, you can put your information in here so that people can contact you.
Right.
Raul can come in here, and Chris, and all you amazing magicians of Albuquerque, because there's actually a lot here. I don't know if people actually realize this or not, but there's actually quite a few magicians here, aren't there?
Yeah, there are.
And they're really good.
We're too embarrassed to come out, but we're here.
So, like, you hide in the closet?
Yes, all the time.
Or
dank
box.
basements.
Or basements. Right?
Yeah.
So, as we develop this page, I think it'll be good for the magic community and get the magicians out there and just start to get more awareness, is really what it takes.
Right.
So hopefully you'll help us with this.
Absolutely.
As we develop this page, we would love to see magic shows really happen here. I really think that we have the theatrics for it too.
Yeah, there definitely needs to be, people need to be more acquainted with live magic instead of, I mean, it's good to watch magic on TV, but they need to see it, in front of their face.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, I totally agree. So when the other page that I want to show everybody here is something about the karaoke homepage. So the karaoke homepage, you guys may not know this, but there's a lot on it actually. We have, like, this here is a scrolling picture of me with a bunch of different people. And then if you click here, that'll take you to a place to sing tonight. If you want to figure out how to get around Call Me Oz, we have a newsletter, we have a Rest in Peace, we have a showcase, we have Singers Wall of Fame, we have all kinds of good stuff. We have pictures of busy venues around town. And then we also have a worldwide community around here where you can do the worldwide stuff. And then at the very top, we have an extra row of buttons besides the normal buttons, but we also have one is Who is Oz, what people say about Call Me Oz, history of karaoke, just a lot of stuff on these different buttons down here. And then I'm going to show one other page right now that actually has to do with the events that are going on. If you click on this right here where it says the Spring Formal, if you click on that, it will take you over to a page that we had discussed earlier about this networking event that's going to be happening March 23rd. And all the information is here about it. And you can purchase your tickets right here. And we just have all the different information. Or if you just want more information about it, you can simply fill out this form and submit it. And maybe Jordan will be a magician there. I don't know.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll see if we can't make people disappear. So anyway, so that was your tutorial of the website. I hope you enjoyed it. That was everything you need to know today.
I know I enjoyed it.
Did you?
I did.
Did you learn something
I did
new
learn
about Call
something.
Me Oz?
I did. Yes,
That's
I did.
awesome. Yes. And we want to say hi to James and Leo. Leo, what's up? That's how he is. And Kenny, of course. Thanks for joining us, guys. I have Jonas with us. If we're going to open up the phone lines here in just a few minutes for people that want to call in. You can call in. If you got something going on out there, you can let us know. If you want to just talk to me and Jordan, you can. Look at that. We already have a phone call coming in. Let's see who's calling us today, Jordan. Hi, you are live on Call Me Oz.
Hey there, this is DJ Bex. How's it going tonight?
It is going
great.
Very, very well. Thanks for calling in. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing alright. I was calling to check in. You guys see how the broadcast is going?
It's going well, and even better now that you called in. So now let me get this straight. Aren't you the DJ that is handling an event at the Sidewinder soon?
It's a Twist nightclub.
Oh, Twist. Okay.
Yeah, March 8th.
Oh, nice.
Friday, March 8th. It's going to be a really exciting event. We have tons of artists and burlesque and drag kings and drag queens and DJs, some of the best DJs in Albuquerque. It's going to be a really fun party. That's a benefit. And we'd love to see everybody out.
That sounds like a good time. What time is this going to start at?
It starts at 8 o'clock, and it's $10 at the door.
Nice.
And it's a benefit, so it's going to be a great time.
Cool. And what is the benefit for?
It's for a surgery for one of our community members who's having a change surgery. So
Oh,
That's
cool.
what it's going to be for. All the proceeds are going to go to his life-changing surgery.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Well, so that is Friday, March 8th, starting at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 8 o'clock, and cover is $10, right?
Yeah, $10, and it's a black tie affair, so come dressed to impress, and you'll definitely have a fabulous time. It's going to be an amazing lineup, so we hope to see everybody come out.
Well, nice.
Cool.
Well, thank you very much for calling in, DJ Bex.
Awesome. You guys have a good night. We'll catch you later.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was very nice to hear from them. So, yeah, if you just tried calling and went straight to voicemail, that's because we're on the phone. Figure that one out.
That's the most amazing trick.
Right?
Going straight to voicemail.
We have another call.
We're so popular.
Right?
Finally.
We're doing... Hi, you are live on Call Me Oz. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am doing very well. This sounds like KJ Tisha.
Oh, you're good. I even called from the business phone.
Sorry, you know, when you've been a KB for how long now, you just kind of learned the voice.
I was hoping, because I was going to be really disappointed if you didn't.
So do you see who's sitting next to me?
Am I showing up?
I saw that.
Sometimes I don't show up because I'm a vampire and I don't show up. So
Well, I saw that you kind of disappeared every now and then. It's
yeah,
okay.
it's a habit. It's habitual.
He's gonna make me disappear. Watch. Don't go nowhere. Seriously, watch.
I'm working on it. I'm not going anywhere.
So what do you got going on in your little world these days?
So I have been gone for a couple of weeks, but I will be back Saturday night at Fiestas.
That's right.
Running karaoke again.
Cool.
I'm there from 9 to 1:30, so come on by. We've got the full kitchen open until 10, and then some bar food after that.
Nice.
And also, you know, I'm doing a little bit of double duty this year, so if you guys need to get your taxes done, come on and stop by Liberty Tax on Eubank and Constitution, so we can get you in to do your taxes, get those done.
Yep. As a matter of fact, I was going to mention that because just yesterday, that Liberty
You talked to
Tax.
my boss man.
Yeah, Mr. Liberty Tax just signed on to Call Me Oz as a sponsor. And starting next week, you will see those ads on Call Me Oz. So thank you very much.
Good deal. That's one of the reasons I called. I figured you had got all that set up.
Yes, we did. Yep, we wrapped it up yesterday. So
Oh.
if anybody needs taxes, and you ask me where to go get taxes, I'm going to tell you where to go. I'm going to tell you to go to Liberty Tax on Eubank.
That's right.
Yep.
I'll
So
give you some of my business cards to pass out.
that works. Well, thank you very much for calling in, Tisha. You are awesome.
Thank you. We'll see you guys hopefully soon.
All righty. Have a good one.
Okay. You too. Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, we just had a DJ Bax, KJ Tisha,
Taxes.
taxes.
We're doing good. We're doing better than I thought we were gonna do. So
Maybe people like you.
I
Jordan.
think that it's what it is. I bring out that thing in people. I don't know.
We have mutual friends.
I know, but I didn't know that they were my friends. I think they need to.
Jordan, you have friends.
They need to wise up. They need to know
You have friends.
Yeah.
I promise you, you have friends.
in low places.
Look at this. We have another call coming in, and this one is hiding their phone number.
Oh,
I like these.
that's always exciting.
Mm-hmm. These are exciting. Hi, you are live on Call Me Oz.
Hey, Oz.
Hey, Amos, how you doing?
You're really good at this.
How are you guys?
I'm doing
Doing
really
good.
well. Yeah, doing really well. Do you see Jordan sitting next to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he disappeared.
Oh, well, I thought I disappeared.
How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing well. I was getting ready to go to karaoke at Sandbar, but I don't know. They got something going on right now, so they canceled karaoke for tonight, and they'll resume it next week.
Ah, okay. Well, shoot, I'm really glad that you brought that to our attention. That way, everybody out there should know that. So there is no karaoke at the Sandbar tonight, which means that there is no karaoke lottery at the Sandbar tonight. So you cannot win any money tonight. You will have to wait till next week to win that money, right?
And my apologies for that, everybody, and that also comes from the night manager. Her apologies as well.
Well, no problem at all. At least they caught us before it got too late. So.
Exactly.
So you get a night off. Are you going to go do karaoke?
No. You know what? I'm on vacation from Coca-Cola next week.
Oh, nice.
So this week, you work way harder before.
Yeah.
In the week when you come back.
Yep, I do.
So, yeah.
That's why I don't take vacations. That's why I don't even take a day off. Because even if I take a day off, I would have to work 2 days before longer and then 2 days after longer. So, yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, that's what's going on, so.
Yep. Unless Jordan can produce some hours for me or something.
Yeah, it's done.
Done.
Say no more. Done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're awesome. I get a day off now.
You can make an hour disappear from a day.
Yeah, or add an hour
Or add
to a
an
day.
hour.
I need
I can
hours.
do that.
I need hours added to my days. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. Sometimes I need that too.
Well, we appreciate you calling in, Amos. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm glad you did. That way everybody knows.
Yeah. So, thank you guys. I'll see you guys. I'll be at FM Bar and Grill tomorrow night.
Cool. Well, you enjoy your evening off.
All right. You guys have a good one.
Thanks, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
So that was Mr. Famous Amos. Find him at Sidelines on Mondays and Tuesdays, Sandbars on Wednesdays, but not tonight. And Thursday, Effing Bar. So yeah. So if somebody just tried to call in, they got the voicemail.
Yep. That's how it works.
That's how
it is.
You just got to keep trying. It's like a radio station. Do you remember back in the day? Well, you may not remember back in the day when you would call into a radio station to try and win something, and you're sitting there hitting redial. It used to be that way.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Just, yeah.
Oh, look at this. We got another call.
Another one.
Man, we're busy tonight. Let's see here. Hi, you are live on Call Me Oz Live.
What's going on?
This is Buck D. Oh, do you know Buck D?
I don't know Buck D, but that's a name that I should know, probably.
This is a name you should know. And Buck D, do you know Jordan?
Do I know Jordan?
Yes.
He
Jordan
won't admit it if he does.
No, I don't.
Okay, well,
Let's get acquainted. How you doing, Jordan?
How are you doing, Buck D?
All right.
I almost called you Big D, and I didn't want to. That would have been a mistake. Buck D.
Buck D. Yes. Buck D is probably the funniest guy in Albuquerque. And Jordan Jonas is one of the most amazing magicians in Albuquerque. So,
Okay.
we got a pretty awesome show going on here. This is pretty epic. I feel tiny.
Come on, you know you're a big man. You're a big man on camera. Come on now.
All right, so if you guys don't know who Buck D is an amazing stand-up comedian. He runs a talk show on Radius Radio, which you can download the app in the App Store, on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I was on his show a few weeks ago. It was epic. See, you should have Jordan on your show. He could show magic tricks through his voice.
Yeah, I have the face for radio.
Yeah. So, but
You know, we'll have them all. You know we'll have them all.
so, but I know why Buck D is calling, because see, Buck D has a really awesome stand-up show coming up. Where at?
It's gonna be at Posh Nightclub. Actually, it's gonna be at Posh.
Nice.
A lot of people's been hitting me saying, "Why are you having it at Posh?" They usually don't do stand-up, but I know it's been in high demand, so I wanted to have it a nice, big place.
Right.
Grown people, adult style comedy. So it'll be at Posh Nightclub,
Cool.
March the 1st. The doors open at 7 and the show will start at 8.
And how can people acquire tickets for this show?
Well, you could do a couple of things. You could go to holdmyticket.com. You put in the name of the show. The name of the show, get this out. The name of the show is called Bucket.
Bucky or Buck D?
Buck It.
Buck
Bucket.
It?
Buck It.
I see. Bucket, man.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all. That should let you know how the show will go. The name of the show is called Buck It.
Bucket.
2 words. Buck
And like
it.
I said, you guys,
Buck It.
anyone who wants tickets, the general admission tickets are $10. We are selling $15 reserved seating. That's for anyone who wants to have a nicer seat
Nice.
reserved or whatever.
Okay.
To be honest, they're going pretty fast, and it's just to impress. And also, Oz, I want to name out the other fellows that'll be on the show with me, because
Please do.
without them, the show wouldn't be what it will be.
Right.
So we have Ian Todd Jamerson. He's another comedian here in Albuquerque. We have Mike Ogden. Most people know him by the name of Black Mike.
Yes.
And then lastly, we'll have Luis Powell Moreno. So it's going to be a full-fledged, real stand-up comedy show. I'm pushing it to where it's more the adult end. You know, it could be like a date night, thing like that.
Right.
So anybody looking for something to do on March the 1st, it's a Friday night.
Nice.
Kick your weekend off.
Very, very nice. Yes. And you can also go to Buck's page. It's Robert Buck D. Gibson, right?
Yep.
And not only will you find out about this show that's coming up on March 1st, but also your regular Nexus show. And which you do,
Correct.
the third Thursday of every month?
Yes. So this month it'll be on the 21st. Now that's a free show. Just come on in. It's usually myself, and then I have other comedians as well.
Right.
Actually, I want to be the first to say it. I'm going to have my first female comic on the 21st. So if
Nice.
anybody wants to come out, like I said, it's free. It's going to be at Nexus Silver Tap Room, which it always is, and that's the Nexus on the west side.
Right, right. And who is
Yep.
this female comedian? Are you going to tell us, or is that a surprise?
No, I'm not going to tell you.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you.
oh. So if you want to
I'm
see,
going to tell you.
if you want to see a female comedian with Buck D, you have to go to Nexus. Nice.
There you go. And you know, if I vouch for them, you know they're funny. So
Yes.
I want to tell anybody who if my name is attached to it, stand-up comedy, I guarantee you will have a good time. Guarantee.
And I will back that 100%.
The Buck D guarantee.
The Buck D guarantee. You know what? That sounds really
That
good.
might be the name of the next comedy show.
Right?
I'll take 20%. Take 20% for that one.
No,
You
actually.
didn't let me finish. That was going to be the one at Nexus, the one for free.
So you get 20% of zero. Yeah, I have an idea. Why don't you have Jordan Jonas come in and do some magic tricks? Did you hear me?
What'd you say?
I said, why don't you have Jordan come in and pop in and do a few magic tricks during the middle of your show?
Actually, you know what?
What?
I'm not opposed to that. I'm not. Matter of fact, what's his name? Because I'll inbox him right now.
Jordan Jonas.
You know, what is it again?
Jordan, and the last name is Jonas. Jonas.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna.
This is happening.
You're doing this right now, aren't you, Buck D?
Right now. I see his face.
I'm waiting.
Oh, magician, mentalist, professional weirdo. I like that.
Thank you for putting the emphasis on that one.
Hold on. I'm gonna.
You gotta. Now, the only thing is, he might become part of Red Velvet.
If Jordan's available, if not this month, next month.
I'm available.
Come out.
He's available.
I'm available.
He's available. Yeah, that would be. You know what? That would be kind of epic, actually, to have magic comedy shows like that. Like that would be awesome.
I just inboxed him right now.
Sweet. All right, man.
I don't see it. I'm not seeing it.
I just inboxed you.
Give it some time. You know how social media is.
You know what? Check the messages. You know, if we're not friends, it won't go.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
right,
friend one.
right.
Actually, I'm gonna send a friend request too.
I'm getting it all. Oh, yep, there it went.
Yep.
Confirmed.
See?
Done.
Confirmed.
Done. Hooked you guys up. Right on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's all about entertaining people. That's what I'm about.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for calling in, Buck D. It is so good to hear from you, brother.
No,
So-
no problem. And Oz, whenever you want to come back on the show, I told you got an open invitation.
I definitely will, probably in my next 5-week schedule.
Okay, no problem.
You know how that goes.
Yeah.
So, awesome. Well, thanks for calling in. I wish you well, and I hope you have an awesome next 2 shows.
And it was nice
No
making
problem.
your
Y'all
acquaintance.
have a good night.
You too.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good one.
Man, there is
Man.
like a lot of crazy stuff happening, dude. That would be so awesome.
know.
Like I could see that. Like I could seriously see a Buck D comedy show with Jordan Jonas doing some magic in between.
I mean, I couldn't see it when I woke up this morning, but now I can.
Now you can see
I
it?
can see it.
Yeah.
I'm envisioning it
Did you wake up this morning or this afternoon?
this morning.
This morning. Okay,
This morning,
just
I
wondering.
think. Maybe, I don't know.
Because I know we're going to talk more about what you do, but I know you do some ghosty tours or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, I do
So we're
those.
going to talk about that in a little bit. That's for sure. Creepy.
Albu Creepy, Downtown Ghost Walk.
That's what it's called. Yeah, I want to know more about that for sure. Yeah, so moving right along. So I guess I don't have to talk about the sandbar because, oh, look at this. We have
Another
another
call.
call coming in. We are busy tonight. Hi, you are live on Call Me Oz.
All right, this is DJ Eyes.
DJ Eyes, how are you doing, man?
Oh, doing real good. How about you guys?
We are doing great. It's me and Jordan Jonas. Can you see him?
Oh, yeah, let's see here. Let me get it up here.
He's like, wait a minute. Is that what that is? I thought that was a smudge on the screen.
No, that's a person. That's a person. That's a person with my dream hair and my dream eyes. Just so you know.
Thank you.
Like if I could look like Jordan, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Yeah. So are you still there, DJ Eyes?
Oh, yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Sorry, didn't want to lose you, man. So what are you up to tonight?
Oh, getting ready to head up north. Gonna go spreading the news, you know, that we're getting ready for the 2019 karaoke season. So
Sweet.
see if we can connect up north and get Taos involved and
Right.
hopefully Santa Fe and, you know,
Right?
everybody for that big event, you know.
Yes, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that in the show. So, in case you guys don't know who DJ Eyes is, let me tell you who he is. He did karaoke for a little while at Red Velvet, but ultimately he is the KJ at Alley Cantina up in Taos, where they do karaoke on Wednesday nights. If you are ever in Taos on a Wednesday night and you want to have some rockin' karaoke, you go to Alley Cantina. Trust me, you will never forget it. And then I'm going to jump off of karaoke for a second because on Fridays, they usually have KDP in the business. Do they still have them there?
They do once in a while. Yeah, they're not regulars anymore.
Ah.
Actually, they moved to K-Tow up there on Thursdays,
Oh, okay.
which is a different venue. Yeah.
Yeah, I know where that is. But KDP is awesome. But they still do live bands on Friday, right?
Oh, yeah, live bands Friday and Saturdays. Yep.
Yep. So on the weekends, Alley Cantina is the place to be in Taos. There's no question about it. Have you ever been to Taos, Jordan?
I have never. That's the only town in New Mexico I have not been to.
Okay, so if you
So-
go to Taos, you know where to go
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Have a good time. Make people disappear.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'll be waiting out back for them. So what else is going on, DJ Eyes? You're going to hit them up and see if they want to be a satellite venue for the state fair, right?
Yeah, satellite venue. Talk to them. Also, Thursday nights I do the Eagles Club up in Taos as well.
Cool.
So I'm going to be talking to them about it. And then Friday nights I do Santa Fe up at the VFW. And, same thing there. I'll be spreading the word.
Right. That's awesome.
So if we can get everybody connected, at least it'll be, most of the northern part of the state, and see if we can get some singers for that.
Exactly. Well, believe me, I appreciate you doing that for me, and I'll be waiting to hear from you soon.
Awesome.
Thank you, DJ Eyes.
Very awesome. All right, well, we'll talk to you guys later. Just wanted to say hi and say what's up to everybody, and I'm excited for this year's karaoke competition.
Thank you so much. You be safe tonight.
Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right on.
I was unaware of the karaoke community until just this moment right
Till
now.
tonight.
Yeah. I had no idea.
Yeah, most people don't, and it's actually a very large community.
Mm-hmm.
It's grown over the years. When I first started doing this, they were kind of just like little pockets of venues.
Right.
And then kind of what I believe in more than anything else is the more expanded we can make it, the more everybody benefits from it.
Right.
So over the years, the the number of venues, the number of KJs, and the number of singers has just gotten crazy. So, and that's what I'm working towards a little bit in live music and comedy, a little bit in theater, and the reason I really love magic is, okay, so when I was really young, I was 12 years old and I had open heart surgery, and so I had the surgery, and when I came out of the surgery, I had to stay at my grandmother's house for 2 weeks. My grandparents were those grandparents that were very, get up at 7 a.m., they don't leave their house all day, they watch Lawrence Welk, and they do this and they do that, and 9 o'clock you go to bed, right? So I'm pretty, like, sitting there, so my mom is like, well, what do you want me to bring you? Some coloring books, some books to read, whatever? I'm like, no, that's boring. So she brought me this magic kit, and she brought me a book that said 101 card tricks. So I started doing magic, and I loved it, and I love the theatrics of magic. And so I started doing magic, and when I came out, I continued doing it, and believe it or not, I was 13 years old, and I was doing magic shows in bars. Because back then...
It's the best place to do them.
Yes. And, well, and back then, it was like, you know, a lot of these places you could go into with your parents.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I would do, and I just do little acts, and then I started growing, and I actually started doing magic shows at, like, senior centers, and they became bigger shows to where there were full 1-hour shows. And so I just love magic. I love the illusion of it all.
Right.
And how it bends the mind, and it's sort of like, okay, how did you do that? Okay, how did you do that? And, you know, and then I started building illusions. Like, I started building the boxes to make people disappear.
I knew none of this about you.
Right? Actually, nobody knew anything. This is new to everybody. I built this box that was 2 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot long, and I learned that if you paint the inside of the box black, and then you have your trapdoor in the back, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but anyway, if you have a little space in the back that's black, then you can hide people back there. And so I started making my sister disappear. Well, and then I had like this little guillotine trick. This was kind of a mess up. I had this little guillotine trick that...
He's
like,
coming clean after all these years.
Right? Charisse, you're not watching. Mom, you're not watching, right? You don't really want to know what happened to Charisse's finger. So anyways, so she sticks her finger in there like this, and then you put like a cigarette or a stick down here. And when you push down on it, you know, I'm not going to tell the secret, but, you know, so the blade passes through the finger and doesn't chop the finger off, but it breaks the cigarette. Do you know which trick I'm talking about? Okay, I'm not going to tell you the secret, but anyways, I messed up when I set it up. So you know what I did wrong, right?
She's dead now.
Yeah, so anyway, so I, bam! And yeah, it hurt her finger pretty bad. My sister didn't want to be my assistant anymore.
Yeah,
and especially when I locked her in the disappearing box.
See, and in my shows, that's all that ever happens. It's just a
Constant.
series of mess ups and just
Series
blood.
Of
There's just
events.
blood and it's that's what it's messy.
It's
Sticky.
messy.
It's sticky.
Yes, it is. And I've seen your show, so in fact, that was the very first time I saw it. The first time I saw you was actually Hocus Pocus.
Oh, it's
I want to say 2016.
2016.
Yes.
I think so.
Yep.
That's where we.
Yep. Me and a friend of mine, Sadie, were just sitting there and just watching it. And me and Sadie were like, that dude is awesome. Let's find him on Facebook. Sure enough, we found you.
There it was.
And that's...
And the rest is history.
The rest is history. That's kind of where I came across you.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was pretty cool. I definitely thought it was pretty cool. So speaking of you, so what do you have a card trick for us?
It's not necessarily a card trick.
Okay.
Because I always try to make things a little bit different than the normal tricks you would see. But I have I'm a big horror movie buff. I don't know if I put off that kind of a vibe.
No, not at all.
I have some little mini movie posters here from different horror movies. Some of them are classics, some of them are newer, some of them aren't as well known as others, but there's about 30 different films that I have.
Can you hold?
And yeah, we can. But in a minute, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you think of one of these.
Okay.
For me, and this is how we're going to do that. Okay. in the most test condition way possible. Okay, I'm gonna turn my back, and now there's no cameras or anything behind you. I'm not looking into a. For any of you guys wondering, I'm not looking into a monitor or anything. But I'm going to have you spread through the films, and whenever you find one that you like, just stop at it.
Okay.
Don't pull it out, just stop at it while it's still in the spread. Okay? And let me know when you have found one, and I will just do this for good measure.
And let's see. Okay.
Okay, look up here at my hands.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to take all of the other posters that are in front of yours and cut them to the back of the stack, so your poster is now on the face of the deck there.
Okay.
Now take a few extra moments to really look at that poster and just burn the artwork into your brain. And once you felt like you've done that enough, take it off of the face and poke it somewhere into the middle, so there's no way I know where it is or what it is.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair?
That's fair.
Fair. Okay. I'll go ahead and take those back from you.
Okay.
Okay. So, I want you to imagine you're going to the cinema, okay?
Okay.
I don't think too many people in America call it cinema. It's more of a British thing, but I digress. You're going to the cinema. You have your popcorn. You have your drink or whatever snack foods you've smuggled into a burrow.
M&M's. Reese's peanut butter cups.
And you're sitting there and you're looking at the white screen. It counts down 3, 2, 1. The movie starts to play, and I just want you to, just for a second, close your eyes and just imagine the beginning of the movie for me. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Right off the bat, it's kind of it's almost like you're looking through. It's like a point of view. You're like looking through somebody else's eyes. Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you're walking through a house. You're going through a house, and you're going from room to room to room. And you're still looking through these eyes, and that's what's not making sense to me right now. But this is I'm assuming that you actually saw this when it came out. You didn't rent it. You saw it when it came out. Is that fair to say?
No.
You didn't see it in the theater?
I don't think I saw it in a theater.
Okay. But this could be considered one of the first slasher films, I think. This was a groundbreaking movie. Yes?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And think about the protagonist. There's a pretty big protagonist in this one. But there's really no detail about him. It's just kind of, think about the protagonist. Is it Michael Myers?
No.
You're not. What's the film you're thinking of?
That I pulled out?
Yeah.
Halloween.
It was Michael Myers.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know. I don't know actors' names.
Not the actor. I don't think Mike Myers played Michael Myers, but no, that's the character. Yeah, Halloween.
Okay. See, I'm really bad with movies. You can even ask Larry. He asked me about. So, Michael Myers is Halloween?
Yeah, that's the main the villain, I guess.
How in the hell did you know that was the card I picked?
It's spooky.
It is spooky. God, that's crazy.
And now the toilet flush, so that's a good sign. That's how you know real magic is happening, when toilets flush.
Oh my God, that is crazy. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
That's pretty good.
See? He's a mind bender. So there was somebody trying to call us before you started that trick.
How rude.
I know. Let's see if we can call him back. Let's see. Because it was Daniel Jaramillo, and we'll see if he can answer his phone again. This is the KJ that has the karaoke competition going on in...
Hello.
DJ Danielson.
Hey, how's it going now?
Good. You tried to call, and we were in the middle of a mind-bending trick, which Jonas just totally blew my mind on. So, so I couldn't exactly take the call. But I'm glad you called, because you have for one, I'll see you tonight here in just a little bit. But you have a competition that's going on down there, and I don't know all the details. So can you tell everybody what the details are?
Sure. This is the fourth Camino Royale Winery and Taproom Karaoke competition, and I started with qualifying rounds last Saturday. And what I'm going to be doing for the next 14 weeks up until May 4th is I will be qualifying 2 people. It doesn't need to be male, female, 2 males, or whatever, but just 2 people every week. And what's going to happen is by May 4th, I should have a total of 28 contestants. Now, the following week on May 11th, they are going to be competing we're going to be narrowing down from the 28 to the top 12. And the top 12 singers that make it on the 11th, they will be moving on to the final round, which will be May 18th. And with that 12, 4 out of the 12 will be walking away with cash prizes.
Nice.
We have, last year we had $600 cash and a $200 Tony Lama voucher from Tony Lama as first place. And then second place, John Chavez and Dolores Chavez, owners of Camino Royale, put in $400 as second prize. Big Mike's Grill here in Belen, they put in $200 for third prize. And then we had Security Ironworks putting in $100 for fourth prize. Well, what we're doing this time is first prize is just going to be $800 cash.
Wow.
And then, it's a pretty big pot. And then second prize is going to be half of that, so we're looking at $400. Third prize is going to be half of that, which is cutting it down to $200. And then finally, fourth place will be able to walk away with $100. So there's $1,500 that's going to be distributed here. And honestly, out of the top 12, a third of them will be walking away with cash.
Wow.
And so your chances of winning are 1 in 3 if you make it into the final, which isn't too bad, you know.
Not bad at all. That is not too shabby at all. And you started last Saturday, so what time do people get in to sign up so that they can
What
be?
I do is it's just going to be limited to every Saturday, so it's not going to be like tonight. I won't be having any qualifiers, but Saturdays I do all my qualifying. And what I like to do is I like to hold the open registration from 8 to 8:30. So that way, once 8:30 comes around, I mix the people who are signing up for the contest. I mix them up with just the regular singers, so that way people don't, really know who to be listening to. They just have a great time and enjoy all the singers.
Right.
And from 8:30 up until we're done with that rotation, that's how we get all of our singers up there. That's how we, because I have a couple of judges that are kind of secretly out there in the crowd, so they know what to look for. But once we do that, once we go through the whole rotation, starting at that 8:30 mark, then we announce the winners, and it's going to be really, really cool this year because not only are we going to have cash prizes, but we're also going to make T-shirts for all of the contestants that make it to the finals. And there's going to be a trophy similar to the one that we had last year, which was a tall beer mug with a microphone on the top of it. So it's going to be pretty nice, and they're all going to be working up to after. This is let's see here. We had 2 for the first year. So this is going to be our 4th winner. And as soon as I get to 6 winners, we're going to have a karaoke competition legends competition, which means everybody who's won first place is going to compete for a top prize of $1,000.
Oh, very nice. Very, very nice.
So, and I kind of put it this way so that way for Memorial Day weekend, people could have some spending cash.
Right. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you called in tonight and let everybody know how to become involved in this. So hopefully we can get some more.
If anybody does want to, they can go onto my Facebook page, which is DJ Daniel San Karaoke.
Right.
And I usually make sure to update it almost daily just to let people know who won, when the next round is going to be, and so on and so forth. So that way they can keep up to date. Another thing about this competition is it is 18 and over. Mm-hmm. So because being that there are these big cash prizes, we don't want parents or anything sending their kid out there so that way they can cash in on some money.
Right, I hear you, man.
Always use the children. That's what I say.
Right. Well,
Definitely.
thanks. Thanks for calling in, and I will see you in just a little bit.
All right, sounds good. You guys have a good one.
You too, man. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, well, very cool. At least now everybody knows what's going on. So, back to you. So, what got you into magic? Got to know the story.
So really, it was the David Blaine, the guy on TV who's always has different specials and stuff. He was just, his first special I think was Street Magic. He coined the term Street Magic, and he would essentially do that. He would go out and then perform stuff with, bottle. He would just pick up a bottle and a coin, put the coin in the bottle, or do stuff with people's rings, and it was different than, because at that time it was all stage stuff and big elaborate props, and
Right.
but to be able to see it, him going out and doing stuff with everyday common objects, it made it more organic and real. And then because of his whole quaaluded demeanor, you thought that he was some kind of a shaman or something. I did, and I was just hooked.
Right.
And have always been into that, weird kind of witchy vibe, and that's the kind of vibe he put off. So
Right. And there are different types of magic acts and stages and illusionists and stuff, like Raul Lorenzani, who we've had on the show before, and I've had him at shows before. His style of magic is different than like your style,
right.
And every magician really does that. They really, they almost find, I've just seen that they almost find like a situation that fits them. Kind of like karaoke people find certain songs that fit them.
Right.
And I've noticed with magicians too, you kind of do the same thing. And that's what you play out.
Right.
And so that's awesome. Tell us about some of the shows that you've done, where, and stuff like that.
So I've been doing a lot of shows out in California. I've done benefit shows for Diabetes Foundation. I am a type 1 diabetic, so
Okay.
I try to do some benefit shows for them. And a while back ago, there was a late night talk show that was called the After Party that was hosted by Stephen Michael Quesada, who plays Gomi on Breaking Bad.
Right.
So I got the chance to perform for, Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul, and for Steven, and that was fun. But I'm the worst person. When you ask for my resume, I can never go down and be like, okay.
Now you were at a Hotel Andaluz for a while.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. Last year I had a nice residency from I believe June to September, and they went under new management, so that
So that's what happened.
happened.
So what did you do there? Did you perform in the restaurant or in the lobby? Or?
They had a really cool there was a little bar in the back corner, and it was very industrial looking space that they do different wedding ceremonies and stuff in. Lots of metal work, and it was called the Casablanca Room.
Oh wow.
Which was completely different from how it looked. It looked
Right.
nothing like.
I would never imagine that.
I know. But yeah, it was a nice setup. I was the Tracy Whitney, who's a local jazz musician. I was opening up for her on Fridays and Saturdays. So
Wow.
it was a nice little stint while it lasted. But
Right.
and I would love to get that job back. Wink, wink, Andaluz, if you're watching.
Right? Or at least get something
Yeah,
going
something
on
like
a
that,
regular
yeah.
basis would be awesomely cool to get going. What are your long-term plans as far as magic is concerned?
Touring, just
Touring?
traveling. I want to do a lot more traveling, make my show more theatrical and more on a grander scale. But I mean, I do, I love doing close-up and intimate shows because you can the vibes from people, you can see everybody. I do stage shows, like you said, Hocus Pocus. That was at the Chemo Theater.
Right.
But with those shows, it's hard to gauge everybody, and you can't really.
So you don't really know if they're really into it and stuff.
Right. And then with shows of 30, 40, 50 people, it's nice because, you're right there and up and close.
Yeah. That's really cool. So then your thoughts when it comes to magic is seriously a career.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not really thinking of just doing this for weekend jobs or
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
you're serious.
This
about
is what I want to do as a lifestyle, as a job. I guess not a job, but yeah, that's the end game.
And what can we do on our end to help that happen?
Just funnel in money. I'll just create a PayPal account and just
Should we
That's
just
what
do a
we'll do.
GoFundMe? We'll just set up a GoFundMe for Jordan. Get Jordan on the road. Well, hey, look, you know what? If we could get you on the road and you became famous, we could always say he came from Albuquerque.
That's right.
You know, see, I'm sitting here going crazy because they're Carbonaro effect. What do you think?
Oh
of him?
yeah. He's a nice guy. I've never met him, but I have a lot of friends that are friends with him, and
really?
he is one of the more decent TV magicians.
Right.
And he can actually do a lot of the things that you see on television in front of you.
So the stuff that he's doing, like, it's not camera acting, you don't think?
I am not at liberty to discuss what is and what isn't, but he does, he has the chops, opposed to somebody like Chris Angel, who is, he rips off a lot of stuff from other people and doesn't give them credit, and Michael is more of a decent person.
Right. That's kind of the feeling I get too. But yeah, I mean, I've wondered some of those things that he does. You go, how can that not be done with cameras?
Right.
Like, seriously, like when you have a steak sitting on a plate and it like gets up and starts walking around.
Right.
What do you do?
It's reanimated. It's Frankenstein's monster. It's a steak, and you just jolt it with electricity, and it comes up, and that's how it works.
He's insane. If you guys have not seen the Carbonaro effect, I will give that a plug. It's on True TV, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So, but keeping the focus on you, I think that we have a lot of magical talent here in Albuquerque that is not exposed.
Right.
And I think it needs to be exposed. So I want to know about Albuquerque Downtown Ghost Walk. What is that?
It is about an hour and a half long walking tour of different haunted locations downtown. So we go...
Oh my God.
We go to the old Bernalillo County Courthouse, the Chemo Theater, the Wool Warehouse, a couple of other shady spots in between. But yeah, we talk about, we mix in a lot of Albuquerque's history down there as well as the ghost stories, and we carry around a little handheld projector and show pictures of what the buildings used to look like back in the 20s.
Wow.
And then, of course, before that tour, I also come out for the group and do like a 30-minute set to kind of set the mood, and then we take off.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
And how often do you guys do this?
It is, right now during the winter, it's on Fridays and Saturdays, and then in the summer, we bump it up to Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Okay.
But we do have a Valentine's Day tour coming up. Albuquerque is for Lovers, I believe is the name of it.
Nice.
But you don't have to go with a lover. You can go with an enemy. You can bring your cat or whatever you have laying around. Yeah, that's going to be on Valentine's Day, and I think we take you down to Back Alley Draft House, and you get a free beer before the tour, which that heightens your chances of seeing a ghost if you're nice and liquored up. So yeah, it should be pretty fun.
This is like so epic. Like I had no idea that all this is going on. This is so cool. This is so cool. This is so cool. So what time do these walks usually start?
We recommend people get there around 7:30, because I'll go out and perform around 7:45, and then we leave right at 8 o'clock.
So do you do you buy tickets in advance, or how does that go?
Yeah, we have Hold My Ticket, Groupon. Actually, I'm not sure if we're doing Groupon for this one, but if you go to Albuquerque Tourism and Sightseeing Factory.com or albuquerque.com, it'll bring up all of the information that you need.
Nice.
He's got it up right now.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
So yeah.
And you can always go to Jordan's page, and it says right there, the link is right there to get hooked up with this. So if you're looking for some cool stuff to do, like I didn't know about these, but I've done the Old Town.
The Old Town, yeah.
The Old Town walk. And that was pretty cool. Like, I didn't expect everything that was told in there.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't expect that. It was kind of cool.
Right. And then just because the you know, the ambiance of Old Town in general, they still have a lot of the older buildings there. So it sets the mood a little bit better because most of the buildings downtown have now been, you know, revamped, I guess. But they don't look as neat as they used to.
Right.
So.
Right. So again, if you guys want to get in touch with Jordan, do you do any magic shows like for private parties?
Yeah, a majority of the gigs that I usually get are, you know, private, either corporate stuff or weddings or just casual parties that people are having.
Right.
And then once in a while I'm trying to find a venue right now to do a stand-up show, but right now it's just, I do private bookings and stuff.
Cool. Well, I have something in mind for that, so we'll be working on that very soon. Well, so like if you guys want to get in touch with Jordan, like I say, probably the best way is just go through Facebook. That's actually how I had to connect with him in the beginning, was like message him.
And then another plug because I'm going to be performing at what's going to be called the Darkroom Horror Night, which is going to be at Sister Bar on February 12th. And the information is up on the screen there.
Wow.
So I recently got into conjunction with this. I was looking for somebody to help me with a website and shoot some new pictures for me. And this guy, Josh Romero, really good photographer and graphic artist. He's the one behind the Darkroom Horror series, and he's conducting all of this. They're going to have vendors and a photo booth, and then I'm going to be walking around the bar doing stuff for people. So
nice. So it looks like that's from 6 to 10 on February 12th. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on. So if you're into this kind of stuff, definitely get on his page and follow him around, do his thing.
Stalk me, please.
Yes,
I need stalkers.
He likes stalkers. He actually likes them.
I welcome them. I'm going to regret saying that.
You're right. All of a sudden after the show, you're going to have like 100 stalkers everywhere you go. It's Jordan! Yeah. So, so that was an epic. Do you have any more tricks to show?
No, we can do this all day.
I would have to ask, wouldn't I? We're going to go a little bit over tonight.
All right.
We'll keep it short. I know you guys want to know what's going on with the New Mexico State Fair. Don't worry. As soon as we're done with this next little illusion of his, I'm gonna go over the details. It's only gonna take about 5 minutes, but I gotta tell you, it is 5 minutes of jam-packed stuff about the State Fair. You're not gonna believe it. And I'm still trying to get them. I actually want the State Fair to let me have 45 minutes of stage time every day before the karaoke showcase. So I'm still fighting for that because I want to bring you guys on and I want to bring comedians on.
Right.
But yeah, that would be so cool. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do you play cards at all?
A little bit.
A little bit, because I don't. A lot of people assume, oh, you must be really good at cards, and I don't. I never play. But I'll show you this. From anywhere you'd like, just reach in and grab like a clump of like 5 or 6 cards, just all together.
Okay.
Okay. And mix them up for me.
Okay.
Okay. And I just want you to fan them out in front of your face.
Okay.
And I just want your eyes to just scan the cards from one to the next, to the next. Wait, go back to that 10 of diamonds. Let me see that one for a second.
Jesus.
Okay, yeah, and just have your eyes go from the 1 to... Go back to the jack. Look at the jack for a second. Focus on the suit. It's a jack of spades. Let me see the jack of spades. Okay, you have 4 cards left?
3.
3. Okay, off by 1. Once again, just have 10 of hearts. Let me see that one. Now you're down to 2?
Yes.
Okay. What I'm going to have you do, and this is going to be weird, but I'm going to have you just go ahead and I want you to think of one of them. You have one?
Yes.
Okay, now this is what's weird because they're both very similar. This is what happened. First of all, you thought of the 9 of spades, then you changed your mind to the 6 of clubs, and then you went back to the 9 of spades. Is that right?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
That's insane. That's insane. Yes. That's.
And just so they know, there's no anything
trust
behind
me,
you.
there
There's
is
no.
nothing. There is nothing at all. There is no way he could have seen what I was doing.
That was good. That, just like we rehearsed. That was really good. That was really good. Good job.
You weren't supposed to tell him the secret. So really quick, I want to thank Effing Bar and Grill for being a sponsor on the show. You've probably seen the pop-out ads coming up, Red Velvet pop-out ads. And like I said, Liberty Tax Service just jumped on board. So I'm going to go through really quick. Like I said, at the State Fair, so I'm pushing my envelope over there. This year I pushed my envelope to get us to basically have the stage from 5 p.m. to 10:30. So this year we're going to have a seamless show. We take the stage at 5 o'clock to do open karaoke. At 6:15 a live band comes on. At 7:45 the live band goes off. 8 o'clock we start our showcase. When we're done with the showcase, we do open karaoke. So that's it in a little synopsis. Why I'm trying to get that extra 45 minutes before 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be so perfect to have a magician up there and do some stuff.
Yes.
Or a comedian go in and do that. Or even acoustic guitarists would be awesome. So I'm pushing for that now. I had to get this first part taken care of. So a lot of people do want to know what the New Mexico State Fair Karaoke Showcase is going to be like this year. So I'm going to tell you how it's going to work. Just like every other year, we do start the preseason at Lucky 66 Bowl. We start on Friday, April 19th. There will be 5 Fridays in a row where they qualify 4 people each night. And then those 20 will come back on May 31st for the first audition to send the first 10 adults to the New Mexico State Fair. And that is when karaoke season will begin this year, is Friday, May 31st. And you're going to be in that, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I figured as much. And then... what we're going to do with minors this year is we are not going to hold the audition at any type of brewery or bar or anything like that. We are looking for a park that we can have this at. And we will have a stage and everything, and the minors will have one night that they can try out. And we will take 24 can enter and 12 will go directly to the fair out of that. The reason we're looking for a park is to make it more family friendly. We actually want to make it and encourage families to come and set up their canopies and their barbecue grills and just make it a complete family event. You'll be at that one too, right?
Absolutely. Every single one.
But you'll be doing magic shows.
Yes.
Yes, you'll be doing magic shows. So Jordan will be doing magic shows. And so that's going to be at the park. And what we're looking for is we're actually looking for a venue to sponsor that. As a sponsoring venue, we can promote it that people can go there to practice. So it has to be a family-friendly venue that would sponsor this event for the minors. And then there will be 9 other venues that will host 8 adults to qualify to the New Mexico State Fair. In addition to that, what's new this year is we're going to have satellite venues. We could have up to 14 venues that will qualify one singer to the fair out of each one of those, and those will be all over the state.
Oh.
So, could be Las Cruces. We just talked to DJ Eyes trying to hook us up in Taos and Santa Fe. You're going to go to the one in Los Alamos, and
Yep.
that's the way it's going to work.
Yep.
So that's the way it's going to work. You love the way I'm volunteering Jordan for all this.
For everything.
Right?
I'm being held at gunpoint. Help me.
And he's going to be at Nexus with Buck B.
Yeah.
And so anyways, so when we get to the fair, the way it's going to work is a couple of cool things have been added. Last year we only had open karaoke from 5 to 5:45. This year it's from 5 to 6. You'll be there, right?
Yes.
Okay, I thought
Yep.
so. And then the KJ will become a DJ for 15 minutes while the band sets up, and then the band will start immediately, and the band will play till 7:45, and then Jordan will come on. No, just kidding. The KJ will be a DJ for 15 minutes while the band gets off the stage. At 8 o'clock we start our showcase. We will do the showcase till we're done. And then we will hold open karaoke till you know what I'm going to say, till 10:30, and Jordan will be there.
Every single minute.
And so we will. So that means for you folks that like open karaoke, that means that we have an extra 15 minutes every day, and then at night we know we're going to do open karaoke until we're ready to close the stage for the night. That happens on every night of the fair except on the last day, which is Sunday. So far, today, Lucky 66 contracted in. So Lucky 66 is definitely on board. Fiestas, they just booked their day. That is going to be June 25th, will be their auditioning day. Effing Bar will be July 18th. Leo's will be August 14th. And Red Velvet Underground will be hosting 2 4-week in-house satellite competitions. One will be in June, and then the other one will be mid-July until mid-August. So those are the satellites I just talked about. And that's where you'll find Jordan, because it's gothic over there.
Yep.
And he's going to sing The Cure, and he's going to win.
Yep.
And that's
Only
why,
deep cuts, though.
Yes.
Only deep cuts.
and that's why he's going to be at the fair
Yeah.
every day
Yeah.
doing magic
Yeah.
and making people disappear and chopping fingers off with guillotines
And crying.
and crying.
My makeup's gonna run.
And
Yeah.
mind-bending card tricks like you just saw. That was not set up. That was real. That was absolutely real.
It was real.
It was very
was-
real.
It was real good. It was real good.
So why didn't the dinosaur cut across the road?
Oh, this is what I've been looking for.
Why?
Tell me.
Why didn't the dinosaur cross the road? I would like somebody to post an answer on Facebook here. Come on. So you got anything else for these folks, Jordan?
Oh no! You know what? No, I'm gonna leave them wanting more.
One more.
I'm gonna leave them wanting more.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you can't give
Hey,
them. You can't give them all of it. You know?
You're right. You're right. It's better to leave them hanging.
In anticipation.
That sounded like Rocky Horror.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
That's what I was going for.
You did very well.
Thank you.
Very well. Did you?
My Tim Curry is a little off, but it's okay. I'll get it next time.
Did you figure out why the dinosaur crossed the road yet? I can tell you why.
Tell me why.
Because chickens weren't invented yet.
Dodos, though. Dodos.
So here's another mind bender for you. Did the chicken come first or did the egg come first?
That's really puts things into perspective.
Mhm. Especially talking about dinosaurs.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the egg.
I'm going to say the chicken.
Any reason in particular?
Well, how would an egg get there if there wasn't a chicken?
That's the mystery. It doesn't need an explanation.
Right? Chickens weren't invented yet. That's all I can say, and that's why the dinosaur crossed the road. So, you guys have a great night. We want to thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for letting
Thank
me
you for having
be
me.
here, and
Yes.
thank you guys for watching if you've stayed with us this long.
Right. If you've made it this far, congratulations. Yes. So hopefully we'll sing you tonight. I want to thank Double L Media, Twisted Arbor, Drastic Entertainment, and Red Velvet Underground for their every single week support and production of this show. You guys are awesome. You guys have a great night.